Hey, this is Okie Weatherman again. This is an update on Saturday, March the 9th. As you can see, the slight risk is basically a bullseye on Dixie Alley. You got eastern Oklahoma, northeast Texas, all of Arkansas, southern Missouri. You have northern Louisiana, all of Mississippi, most of Alabama, western and middle Tennessee, and western Kentucky and southern Illinois, the far south of southern Illinois. You have a marginal risk for most of Missouri, eastern Oklahoma, southeastern Kansas, up to Kansas City Metro, down to Dallas and Fort Worth Metro, eastern Texas, southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, southeast Alabama, northwest Georgia, most of West Georgia, East Tennessee, central Kentucky, southwest Indiana, southern Indiana, or southern Illinois. That's the setup for the marginal and slight, and I'm going to go into detail why they have put the slight in that area. Basically what's going to happen is that first low is going to be over Missouri by Saturday. That's going to eject northeast. That's the first low. So you still got the moisture coming in from the Gulf. You still got the jet coming in this area here. That's the first low. That's going to be moving out to northeast. So we're going to have widespread severe weather, lots of storms developing. The timing is going to be the first low that comes in on Friday night into Saturday morning. It depends on how fast that moves out for what the risk is going to be. It could be expanded into more of Missouri on the slight risk. There's still a lot of uncertainty on that point right now. So that's the first low. So as that low is going to be moving out through Saturday in the afternoon, there's going to be another low that develops here in the Central Plains as well. And that's going to come down and that's going to go northeast following the other low. As these two lows are moving over, this second low is going to come through, and it's going to be over in this area here, moving northeast. As that gets over that way, let's say the low's up here. There's going to be a long cold front that's going to be going down, okay? So the people up in the cold front area, the northern side of it, will get the severe weather first. But as it sags down to Texas, then you're going to start seeing the later evening stuff on Saturday. So that's why it's going to be from noon Saturday. Well, really, it starts at 9 a.m. and then it's going to go up as it goes east. So places like Missouri, Arkansas, northeast Texas, eastern Oklahoma, and all those areas, you're going to get it earlier during the day. And then that cold front's going to sag all the way down, so then you're going to have more severe weather moving east towards you. And the later it gets, it's going to get into places like northwest Alabama, central Alabama, southern Alabama, most of Mississippi, and all those areas. So the later it gets, which is not good because, Tennessee and Dixie Alley has the most nighttime tornadoes for a reason, and that's because these southern cold fronts sag and they take forever to get over, so they slowly move over towards the east. That's why they get most of the nighttime tornadoes in Dixie Alley, especially Tennessee. They have the most nighttime tornadoes. So, basically, Memphis, Nashville, Birmingham, Montgomery, Shreveport, big areas like that, and small towns in between is in the slight risk. not counting out West Plains, Boot Hill, Missouri, those areas. Then the marginal risk goes all the way down to Dallas, Fort Worth, Kansas City, up to Kansas City, Missouri, New Orleans, Louisiana, Atlanta, Georgia, and all those small towns in between there. The risk is going to be damaging winds, hail, and then you're going to have the risk of tornadoes. Again, that's going to be based off of the system on Friday night and into Saturday. That's going to draw the picture, for if the slide area is going to be expanded or not. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to show you what they're concerned about. The highest threat right now is going to be, let's go into it real quick. Eastern parts of Oklahoma, Texas, eastward to the southern Appalachians. A large area of severe potential remains evident at this time. Okay, that's what I was just talking about, the strong upper trough shifts from central southern plains across the upper Midwest and into the upper Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes region. Okay. However, with a widespread earlier period convection expected, there is a lot of uncertainty right now. They'll start drawing that plan out tomorrow. We're going to know more tomorrow. We'll know the timing of the Friday event moving out, and then we'll know more of Saturday, because they're going to put all this data in with the models, and we're going to know. We're going to know more tomorrow. That's how all this works. Then they start talking about storms should become increasingly surface-based as the low-level advection occurs, but degree of this, so basically the stable will largely be modulated substantially by the ongoing thunderstorms. So basically what they're saying is they're still uncertain of where it's going to be stabilized and unstable. The risk for damaging winds and a few tornadoes are possible. At this time, the most likely axis where conditions may become most favorable for more substantial severe risk appears to exist from the Mississippi Delta region, east-northeast across northern Mississippi and parts of western Tennessee, and into the Tennessee Valley, northwest Alabama. So what they're saying is, right now, the highest risk for Saturday is going to be general in this particular area right here. That's going to be the highest risk as of right now for severe weather. So we could see tornadoes, damaging winds, and hail, the highest concentrated in that area right there. That's what they're talking about on that discussion. The way it works, guys, is we take these discussions, we read them, we look at the models, we take all this data. It takes a lot of studying and a lot of reading models and data and numbers and crunching them. And then we take all this and then we write out our forecast based on this. That's how it works. The SPC works hard down in Norman, Oklahoma for the Storm Prediction Center. And that's all we do. We just read all these discussions, put it all together, and then put our plans together. We put our models together. We put everything together to be able to come up with these updates to keep you guys safe. And then we can do videos like this to show you exactly how it works. So, that being said, I showed you where the highest is going to be right now. They're saying, however, with any corridors of higher risk dependent upon details with respect to the evolution of storms, right now they will refrain from doing a 30%, not a 15%, but 30% at this time. So if that changes, guys, those areas that I just circled, you guys could be in a 30% instead of a 15%. That's going to bring up the tornado risk. That's going to bring up the damaging winds risk, the severe risk. So we're talking about, if they put that 30% back in there, we could be looking at another severe outbreak in those areas. But right now they're going to keep it at 15%. We're going to crunch some more numbers tonight, and then we'll know tomorrow. At the 12, it's going to be the 12:30 update. That'll be 1:30 Central Time. We'll know more. Now it says, while severe risks should wane with storms spreading east, northeast into the Midwest, there's going to be instability. The instability should remain minimal. The threat may linger overnight across portions of central Gulf Coast region near the sagging front, if this region remains largely unaffected by earlier storms. So basically what they're saying, guys, is if there's no storms that pop off that southern cold front and the Gulf states like southern Louisiana and all these areas that they put the marginal risk, that's why they put the marginal risk. They're just saying that there's still a chance that these storms could develop off the cold front overnight into Sunday. And then that's going to be the setup for Sunday. Depending on how much stuff goes on overnight, Saturday into Sunday, that's going to depend on all that for the risk on Sunday. So if there's not a lot of activity in that area, then you're going to have more risk over here in southern Georgia, southeast Alabama, Florida Panhandle, just like last Sunday. If there's not a lot of thunderstorms that happen overnight on Saturday night. But if the storms start popping off over midnight, then you're going to have to watch it in southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama. You're going to have to watch that stuff. So that's why they put the marginal risk down in that area, because there could be some overnight stuff going on that may start forming. So that's what they're talking about here in this part of the discussion. That's why they put a marginal risk even out for the east, northeast, into the Midwest. So basically what they're talking about is southern Indiana, southern Illinois. That's the Midwest part that they're talking about, and then the central Kentucky. So we're just going to start making these videos because it's easier to help you understand how it all works and how they put all the numbers and stuff in there, and how we can read these discussions and help you understand why the slight, why the marginal, why they do the things that they do on the SPC updates. So I hope you guys enjoyed these videos that we make. We're going to start trying to do this more. We think it'll be educational for you, and it would keep you safe doing these updates. So I appreciate it. If you can, subscribe to our channel, because we're going to start doing this on the channel. And then if you want, thumbs up our videos. Have any suggestions or anything, you can always send us messages on the page or whatever. So this is this update for Saturday, and I'll have the update for Sunday as well.